So this is the practice of NSDR, non-sleep deep rest, or as I like to call it as well, resting into space. It is a trance state. You're going into what people call a trance state. Yeah? A trance state is any state essentially that isn't the beta state, isn't the daily brainwave pattern state of a busy mind. So we are going into that state, and you're going to learn the skills of dropping or resting into space, of going down through the states as you go. So it is a skill set, and it is a beautiful practice. The practice is about 20 minutes all told. Right. And the idea in this practice is not to fall asleep. It's non-sleep, deep rest. But if that happens, if you're really tired and you need to sleep, just sleep. Don't give yourself a hard time about it. And what you could do, if you know you're really tired and you're not sure if you're going to wake up at the end of the practice, then put a little alarm on, for a gentle alarm on for 20 minutes time. And a really good practice anyway is, if you're really tired, is just to sleep for 20 minutes. Get a siesta. A siesta is a really, really good thing to do. The only reason why human beings don't do siestas anymore is because we live in a corporate world which has us working from 9 to 5 or 8 to 6 or whatever it has us doing. But we're working around that corporate need rather than around our biology. So if we were working around our biology, we would behave very differently. And those cultures that still do siestas are pretty sensible, biologically sensible. So first of all, I want you to think about a symbol that represents for you this powerful, beautiful state, this outcome, this stress-free state of flow, of beauty, of power, of creativity, of you being, author of your life. Just a symbol. It could be a hand symbol. I use a lot of hand symbols. I use lots of mudras from yoga practice, but any hand symbol. It could be a fist. It could be a thumb tucked in like this. It could be palms together. It could be this. It could be anything at all. Any symbol that represents and holds to you that kind of vision for you. All right? And the second thing I want you to do is have a sound or a word. It doesn't really matter what it is, and it's one syllable, 2 at the most, that represents something of what you're going to create into your life. And you are creating a powerful, beautiful life where you can do what you want to do and get on, live a life of purpose. Yep. Pablo Picasso said that the meaning of life was to create a life of purpose. And the purpose of life was to live it into the world. Simple. You may not feel like you've been given a purpose. We craft purpose. We craft purpose out of our life. We build it out of what we're doing. And it's something about a feeling state of being on track, of I've got to do this thing. This is the thing I've got to do. And you know it. So this NSDR practice is also a way of touching into those deeper internal spaces of being on track, of being deeply rested in space-time, and of being on track. So it's a very simple practice. And what I'm going to take you through is the different kind of qualities of the body, which is earth, the bones, the muscles, into the water of the body. We're 70% water. And we're going to rest into this watery body of fluid. And from there we're going to go into the thermal body, the mitochondria producing the heat the whole time. This quality of movement and heat. And then we're going to go into the breath. The body is made of oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, largely, and the breath moving in and out. And from there we're going to feel the space of the body. Feel the space of the body, feel the space the body is in. And then to the fact that all of that is in awareness. So that's, if you think about that, if you're going to be doing it by yourself at some point, it's earth, water, fire, air, space, and awareness. So the basic practice is just those 6 points. It's very simple. And it needs to be simple so that we can practice that skill and drop in really well, drop in beautifully, drop in deeply, and come out at the other end feeling on track, amazing, awesome, absolutely beautiful, and get on with life in a good way. All right? So the next thing you've got to do is get yourself really comfortable. You've got to find a place, and you can lie down, you could be in a chair, anything as long as you can sit back, lean back, if your head is supported. Yeah. Make sure that if you're on the floor, then put something underneath your knees, put a bolster or a cushion underneath your knees, and that switches off the psoas muscle. It relaxes the psoas muscle, which joins from the inner legs up onto the spine. So you can really relax that down. It can be nice to make sure the lights are off. It can be nice to cover your eyes with something soft. Don't use an eye bag. If you put an eye bag with beams in there, it puts weight on the eyes and it stops the eyes moving. And we want the eyes free to move, so it needs to be a soft cover over the eyes. And that can be a good thing to do as well. Make sure you're warm enough. Cover with a blanket if you need. Turn your phone off. Yeah. Just get the environment ready. Make sure you're warm enough. Make sure everything is good. So when you go into this state, you can rapidly drop. And the skill here is dropping, resting into space as quickly and as easily as you can. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it takes a while to get the mind to settle. And the more we practice it, if you practice every week, then what happens is you become skilled at this and it becomes easy just to switch down. I do practices like this. I can do a practice like this in a construction site. I have done, where I'm sitting and there's building noise and all sorts of things. There's nobody going to trouble me. I just sit down quietly and just rest. And one thing about this is it is rejuvenating. Remember, we talked about the delta state and going into these brainwave states. Yeah? And we go into the theta state, which is the dream state, which is emotional processing and memory consolidation. And we go into the delta state, and the delta state is deep rest. It's rejuvenation of the body. It's rejuvenation of the brain. So it's a really, really good skill to cultivate. Great. So get yourself ready. Make sure your space is good. Get yourself relaxed, lying down or sitting down in a good way, covered, eyes closed, phone off, all that kind of thing. Get yourself ready now. And with your eyes closed, tongue relaxed. Check into the environment around you. We start a lot of practices like this. Check out the sound web. There's always sound, unless you're in outer space or somewhere, but there's always sound. And the sound is always fluctuating and changing, and we can distract ourselves with that. So check out the sound web and recognize that you're not going to distract yourself. That's not going to happen today. And then when you feel comfortable with that sound web, bring your attention into the body, into the flesh, into the bones. And feel the contact between your body and the surface underneath you. Feel the contact between the body and the surface underneath you. And you can gently scan up the body to feel that from your feet to the top of your head. From the top of your head down to your feet. And really feel that earthy quality, the weight of the body. The strength, the solidity of the bones. The crystalline matrix of the bones. Muscles, all the organs. And you might also, on the exhale, let go that bit more. So as your body's breathing, it's just doing its breath by itself, you might on the exhale just drop into that weight of the body and rest in and rest down into the surface underneath you. That contact, which is also the experience of separateness, that it's separation, contact, continuum, the edge of our experience that we have. It doesn't matter what the breath does right now. Let the body decide. But as the body breathes out, you can just consciously drop with that exhalation and let go, let go, let go into the flesh, into the weight of the flesh, and drop down, rest down. Keep letting go. Dropping any unnecessary tension. And right now it's pretty much all unnecessary. So you're letting go completely and utterly, just letting go with every exhalation. And if you want to now, you can extend the exhalation just a little bit. Just lengthen that out breath a little bit. And as you lengthen the out breath, if it feels good, just drop straight into that. Rest right down. And let go, let go, let go. Now you know when you're fully rested. You know when you're fully dropped. So in your own practice, you do this until the point you know it's the right time to move into the water of the body, the fluid body. You're trusting and learning to trust your intuition, your body wisdom. Very simply now, shift your attention to the heartbeat, the pulse, the fluid of the body. All the fluid of the body is being pumped around. Every in-breath, the heartbeat rises, it increases in rate slightly to deal with the influx of fluid into the chest, just from the mechanics of breathing. And on the exhale, the heartbeat slows down. And that's exactly how it should be. And that pulse extends through the whole body, reaches out all the way through the arms to the fingertips, through the legs down to the toes, into the head. The whole body is actually pulsing the whole time. It's just that we're switched out of that experience. So tune in to that fluid movement, the 70% of you or so that is water. Vicinal water. Vicinal water is the quality of water that is in the body. It's a special kind of structured water, slightly different to that which is in the rain or in the rivers. In living things, it takes a different quality. It changes very slightly and becomes the fourth state of water. Rest into that. Feel the pulse and keep dropping into that rhythm. The whole body is in this rhythm, this pulsing rhythm. Keep feeling it, keep feeling it, keep letting go into it. Let it go, letting go, letting go. And in your own practice, you'll know when it's time to go deeper. And it's probably when you feel the whole body pulsing, and that feels so peaceful, so relaxing, and so peaceful, so quiet, so still, so deep. That comforting rhythm of the heart. And then we move into the heat of the body. The mitochondria in every single cell are breaking down glucose, using oxygen from the breath to do that. And they're producing heat. They're producing the warmth of the body, what we call thermogenesis. And you can feel that heat in your body, in the belly, in the chest. And you can feel the difference on the skin between the heat inside and the air outside. You can feel the difference in the breath with the warm air coming out and the cooler air coming in. So just notice any differences, temperature differences between different parts of the body, the parts of the body that are clothed or covered or not. And as you tune in to that heat, There's a potential there for an innate recognition, which is all of this heat comes from the breaking of the chemical bonds of the sugars in the mitochondria. And those chemical bonds were made from sunlight, splitting water and joining together carbon dioxide and hydrogen in plants. So all of that heat is plant-powered. Let yourself rest into this thermal continuity. Relax into it. Let it go. I talk a lot about this seamlessness, this seamless web that life really is. And the more we can know that inside our body, and right now is an opportunity to drop into it, the more we can know that in our body, the softer, easier, more flowing our experience of life becomes, rather than being the hard edges, the broken edges of separation. So allow yourself to drop into this continuum, this chemical, biological continuum that produces heat in your body as this living body. And let go into it. Just let go. It is as it is. And feel the air coming in and going out. The breath. We call it breath. It's air. It's air that's traveled across mountains, rolled over the sea, moved around clouds, and been breathed in and out of every single living creature that has ever existed. This air goes down into every single cell in your body, and in fact the cells in the body are made of the gases, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. This seamless web of air as this body, breathing this body. And let go into the breath, into the air, into the wind. Feel it. Let go into it. Drop into it. Let every breath invite you to drop deeper, to rest deeper. Now feel the space the body occupies. Feel the space the body occupies. And feel the space around the body. Space in space. And relax into this weave of space-time. Space-time. One continuum. There's not space and time. It's space-time. We are space-time. Allow yourself to relax into this, as this. And as you drop deeper and deeper and deeper in, rest in, to the atoms, to the molecules, to the chemical bonds of this body, to its incredible, miraculous biology. you might notice that in all the particles, inside all of the atoms, what makes up these components of our existence is vibration, energy moving, and inside of that, empty space. Space. So much space that if we had an electron the size of a tennis ball, its nucleus would be somewhere in a city across the other side of the planet. Feel the space this body is, inside and outside, and rest into this space. Rest into space. Let it go completely. Let everything go. Just for now, let everything go. And notice that you are aware. There is awareness of space. There is awareness of heat and fire, and of the fluid body, and the body of matter, form, of muscles, of bones. There is awareness. And become aware of this awareness. Become aware of this awareness and relax into and as this pristine, clear, uncluttered awareness. Just awareness of awareness. And as you drop, even if it's just in your imagination, make that gesture with your hand and allow your mind to quietly repeat that syllable, that word, like a seed, deep in the mind, a seed of change. Repeat it once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times. And that's enough. And then let it go. Let go even more. Let go even more. And drop. Rest even deeper. Allowing yourself to rest completely. And in a moment or two, we're going to come back up out of this light state, this deep relaxation. We're going to slowly come back up again for you to continue your life in a beautiful way, in a good way. But first of all, just remember the neuroplastic possibilities that your mind can change, and you can change it with ease. And take on those new beliefs, new choices, and let go of everything that no longer serves you. Right now, let go of everything that no longer serves you. And imagine yourself in the future where you have changed your life and created all the possible manifestations that you want. Just imagine yourself behaving positively and powerfully in a good way in relationship, living this change, embodying this change. Just remember that. And let go of everything that no longer serves you. Resting deeper and deeper and deeper in. Bring your attention back to the breath. Feel the breath coming in, going out. The inhale and the exhale. Exactly as it is. The air, the wind moving in and out of this body. Feel the heat of the body, the warmth. And feel the heartbeat and the pulse, and the weight of the bones and the muscles. Take a very long, slow, conscious inhale. Feel the breath come in, and a conscious exhale. Take another conscious inhale, and a long, slow, conscious exhale. And this time just wiggle the fingers, very gently wiggle the fingers, and feel the awareness of the nerves powering the muscles. The choice to wriggle the fingers manifest in the brain through the motor cortex, down through the nerves, into those muscles, into the bones, moving. Just softly, feel it. And then the toes, and then the wrists and the ankles. And gradually begin to move like a cat waking up, or some beautiful soft movement. Conscious breath and soft movement. And again, to help you integrate these changes, what we're going to do is do the humming breath. We've done this before. We're going to breathe in now and breathe out and just hum, and let that hum vibrate in your brain. Let it vibrate in your face, in your shoulders, in your chest, and feel that humming. This is part of the practice of integration, so you can carry the changes with you. And then very gently open your eyes. And just for a moment or two, bathe in this feeling. And then take a full, slow in-breath. Rub your hands together. Clap your hands. Shake your head gently. Come up out of the state and get on with your life in a really good way. Awesome.